Do you believe that Shanks and Luffy are actually going to fight?
Absolutely. I've never doubted this. There was never a question in my mind that Luffy and Shanks would fight. Because the fact of the matter is this, man. Both of them have the same goal. I think, personally, Shanks was just waiting for somebody strong enough. Shanks didn't want to get the One Piece easily. I think Shanks never even had a problem with Kaido. I think Kaido was light work for him.
Wait, so you believe that Shanks made himself his own villain?
Yes, like Mr. Glass did for Bruce Willis, all right?
Nah,
yes,
I don't know about all that.
Absolutely. I think Shanks is more sinister than we think.
Okay,
I think Shanks, because here's the thing, and we don't know much about Shanks, so I do think that like everybody just assumes that Shanks is a nice guy who, like Luffy or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But we also don't think about how much Shanks knows, because think about it this way. He was on Goldie Roger's ship. He's seen a lot. There's a lot of things that he probably knows that most people don't, because he's on the King of the Pirates ship. What does he know that most people don't?
That is true.
I have an idea. I have an idea what I think he's gonna do, because
I'm anime only.
Yes.
He reads the manga,
yeah,
so
I have an idea. But my thing is like, I just feel like Shanks, he operates. He seems like he knows what's gonna happen before it happens a lot of times. Even with the whole Kaido situation, I feel like he knew Luffy was gonna beat him. I mean, why would you even be in that area? Because then he's like,
maybe that was just in case.
So just in case he gonna just show up and beat him. Come on,
if Kaido was whooping on my guy, man, just in case I might pop up.
There's no way that would have been the case, because I feel like personally, Shanks, there's multiple times where Luffy had real issues. Obviously CP9, obviously Crocodile. Man lost Crocodile like 3 times. Crocodile was
problem.
You know what I'm saying? And then even more with the Marineford. That was another situation where Luffy could have literally either gotten killed or been arrested. And Shanks never intervened. Shanks only intervened in the Marineford at the end and like basically made everybody stop just to get the bodies back.
Yeah.
So like to me, I feel like if Shanks really felt that Luffy could have been in trouble, he would have intervened way before that, because I feel like the Kaido situation, yes, he was in trouble. But so is the Crocodile situation, so is the CP9 situation. There's a lot of situations where Luffy was in serious trouble. With hands! What are you talking about? He said, Luffy, I thought your fists were strong as pistols. They is, man. You got these hands for Shanks, man. What are you talking about? Luffy, listen.
I know Shanks is missing an arm.
A whole arm.
But that man's a sword user. It chop you up.
Armament hockey, bro. Like, it's gonna be a hockey battle. It's not gonna be a devil fruit battle.
Yeah, it would be definitely a hockey battle.
It's gonna be a hockey battle. And I see, like, obviously, remember when Luffy's always been smart. Even when in Marineford, when he was gonna attack Mihawk, before he got his arms chopped off, he realized what was gonna happen and he put his hands down and hit the ground before he got his arms chopped off.
Yeah.
Same thing. I know Luffy's smart to know that if this man uses a sword, I cannot attack him all willy-nilly. Especially if I don't have armor hockey on this situation. And mind you, look what Luffy has. Just not even, let's remove the devil fruit. Let's remove Gear 5 and all that. He has Roll. He has Conqueror Haki. His Conqueror Haki is pretty strong.
Yeah.
We can make an argument that it's stronger than Kaido's. So if that is the case, I think the 2 probably strongest Conqueror Haki users in the One Piece universe right now is Shanks and Luffy. See what you're saying, but this is what I think. I get your point, but this is why I think you're not really looking at. I don't think Luffy is gonna want to kill Shanks. I think Luffy's gonna defeat Shanks. I don't think he's gonna kill Shanks. I think he reveres Shanks too much. But I do think it's gonna be a serious fight. So it's not like
it's the staging that would be weird. Maybe that's what it is for me. The staging of the fight would be weird.
For me, I don't think so, because it just depends on what Shanks knows. Like first, let's say hypothetically speaking. Let's say Shanks knows the 800-year history and never told Luffy.
Correct.
Or let's say there's something at Laugh Tale that Shanks discovered that Luffy needs to know.
I think Shanks wants the weapon.
Or Let's say he wants Pluton or one of these weapons and wants to destroy the world government like that. Do you think Luffy would sit by and let him destroy the world government? As much as Luffy doesn't like the government, but I don't think he would sit by and let innocent people get killed.
Nah, he doesn't let like genocide.
Yeah, he wouldn't allow that. So even though he doesn't want, like he wouldn't want to fight Shanks, he's not gonna let Shanks kill people off either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true.
So like it just depends on what the way you characterize it, because Luffy is a liberator, but he's also not a whole person. Let's say Shanks thinks that, let's say obviously 800-year history, world government is evil and all that stuff like that, and they have to be eradicated to move forward. Just like Attack on Titan. Eren felt like they had to be eradicated. That's what he felt like. Other people didn't like what they did, but they didn't feel like you should wipe them off the map either. You know what I'm saying? So, they might be just out here, slaying and keep it moving.
Oh,
they might be slaying and keep it moving. They're pirates.
Man, we're on a ship half the time.
Yes, and we're going to islands. We're going to islands and slaying. All right, we're slaying on islands. Okay, this is what it is.
Shanks got
playboys. They're playboys. All right.
Shanks, you got to get yourself a Nico Robin on the crew or something.
Why?
This is looking real suspicious, my friend.
For why? For why? They're gonna cramp our style. They're gonna tell us no pirating today. I think you're right. Usually women line up with women. Only time is when Sanji fights a woman. He doesn't hit her, and then another woman comes in.
Correct.
But again, you're also looking at it like this, right? Because the thing you're not paying attention to is that their crews are technically bigger than what you see. You only seeing a few people on that ship. One, I think he has a fleet just like Luffy has. I think all these people have fleets.
He has a fleet, but what? I'm gonna be fighting lower level dudes?
Here's the thing. I'm not saying
a chick from ship number 2 or 3.
Because here's the thing. Watch this, right? I believe at one point in the series, Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, all will be on their own ships as a fleet behind Straw Hat Luffy.
I could see that, but I don't think they're gonna do it like that.
They're their own commanders of their ship.
Yeah.
But they're under the banner of like Jozu and Marco. I don't know, man. I think he's self-proclaimed. Until Luffy says, I think he's self-proclaimed. I think he just rides the hardest for the Straw Hat, which I respect. But
he's a real one.
He's a real one. That boy, he's the best burning Shanks flag, man. Freak Shanks, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. To me, that solidified cup for me. I ain't gonna lie. He said, and Louis versus territory. He said, man, what about Shanks? Burn Shanks flag. Nigga,
he's one of those characters that I find hilarious.
Yeah, I really
like him.
I like him. I like how hard he rides for the Straw Hats. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think overall, Shanks I think he knows more and it might be more serious than we think. Yeah. I think because again, and I think it'll be a perfect twist because it is that mindset that, okay, you thought he was a good guy. He always, looks out for Luffy from the shadows or whatever. But what is his real motive? Because I think it was a time
he definitely has a motive.
Yeah, because we still don't know what his technical, even with him saying, let's go get the One Piece. It felt like he could have got it at any point. Why do you say, literally, it's like he's just, let's go get One Piece now. And Buggy ain't gonna get nothing, bro. Buggy not, listen,
Buggy's been around forever.
I actually like Buggy. I like Buggy as a character. I really like him, but he ain't about that, man. That Conquer Hockey, he ain't on it. He
that chow fruit, boy, that thing kept this guy alive forever.
Now, mind you, I personally think chow fruit is better than most people think. I think it's actually a pretty good.
I think with another person would have been a better power.
Yeah, I just think Buggy's kind of like, I don't think his goal was ever to be great. You see what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you give it to the right person who wanted to be one of the strongest, he'll be OP. But Buggy's whole goal was, remember, he wanted to get the John's treasure. That was his whole thing. I want to get this treasure and I'm retiring, and that's his whole thing. So I think he never really had a zeal for pirating. I think he just wanted to get rich and then retire somewhere. Just like well, he's a little jealous of Shanks, but beyond that, I know the only reason he's angry at Shanks is because Shanks made him eat a devil fruit, and so he couldn't get the treasure that he wanted. He was gonna the whole thing was he stole the devil fruit. He was gonna sell that. He was gonna dive in the bottom of the ocean and get the John's treasure. But then Shanks scared him. He ate the fruit, and now he can't go to the bottom of the sea. So he hates Shanks forever.
Damn,
which makes
world.
Sense. I mean, it wasn't Shanks' fault. You should never have the food in your mouth. But still, the whole point was he was just gonna sell. He faked it, act like he ate it. He was gonna sell that fruit to get some money, and then he'll go to the bottom of the sea to get the John's treasure because he had the map for it. And then, he had to his mouth to hide it from Shanks.
Serious.
Shanks in the back, he ate it.
Not a plain fight.
His chop.